Hi, I'm Brian.
I'm Barbara.
I'm Mark.
I'm Laura, and we are the Peninsulators. Today is April the 13th, 2014, and tonight we're performing for you a completely improvised show. And the show's based on your suggestions. You can give us suggestions by coming to our website at cityofif.com/improv and come online, type in whatever suggestions you want, and we will base our show on those. Mark.
Thanks, Laura. So we have a wonderful show for you tonight. The show is Viewer's Choice. It's a show where you get to choose what our story is like. So we're going to do a completely improvised hour-long story for you. At certain points during that story, there's going to be key decisions, difficult decisions that a character needs to make. So when that happens, we're going to pause for a minute, and then we're going to get that character's decision from you, and then we're going to come back and do exactly what you voted on in the rest of the story. Barbara?
And we need inspiration. And the person you're going to be talking to for the inspiration is Kate. Say hi, Kate.
Hi, everyone.
From now on, you just talk to her on the computer. But the first thing we need, Kate, is some objects. Have we got some suggestions for some objects?
We do have some suggestions so far. We have a bungee cord.
A bungee cord, cool.
A dartboard.
A dartboard.
A roller skate.
Roller skates.
And a copier.
A copier.
A copier.
Cool. Very good. So go down to the bottom of your screens and start voting. And that will be our inspiration for the evening. Brian, why don't you explain the rest of the evening?
Sure. Interludes between our scenes while we're waiting for your decisions, we're going to actually improvise some commercials on the spot. For the inspiration for the commercials, again, we need your input. We'd like to have from you products, general categories of products. Second thing would be fictitious company names. The third would be topics or subjects that might be used for public service announcements. And finally, number 4, titles. Titles of all sorts. Titles of books, movies, songs, any titles. So we'd like to get from you the inspirations from those 4 sources. Product names, fictitious company names, subjects or topics for public service announcements, and finally, titles. So Kate, what have we got from the audience?
Let's see. From Eileen, we have a company, Amalgamated Foam Peanuts, Inc. And also a movie, Nightmare on the Night Train.
Oh, company name, Deep Ink.
It's Derp, D-E-R-P.
Oh, Derp. Sorry.
Derp Inc. This is from Fred.
All right.
Product is a cat box spatula.
Great. Great suggestions. What
we
else?
also have puppies and kittens.
Puppies and kittens as...
You pick.
All right.
We've got Kiva, K-I-V-A.
Kiva.
Oh, we've got an interesting one. Evening.
Evening as...
Evening.
Let's make it a public service.
Let's make it a public service announcement. Evening.
All right.
Evening.
Great suggestions so far. What else?
Williams as a company name.
Maybe just a couple more, maybe some titles or products.
Okay. Oh, how about Slap Happy?
Title?
Yeah, Slap Happy. Let's see, public service announcement, Toothy Grin.
Toothy Grin. That's a great one.
Stay out of politics.
Stay out of politics. That's another great one.
Cookies as a product.
Maybe one or two more.
Oh, ball bearings.
Keep your kids safe.
All right. I think that's enough. That
right.
sounds great. Thank you. Thank you, everyone in the audience.
Thank you, audience. Thank you, Kate.
Okay.
So the final thing is the object that the audience has chosen for the inspiration for our long form.
It is dartboard.
Dartboard. Very well. Peninsulators, the inspiration for tonight's long form is dartboard. Dartboard.
So when I pick the pub that I want to go to, I judge my pickings completely on the quality of the dartboard. You see, a perfect dartboard has to be exactly hexagonal, and it needs to be only 3 colors: green, red, and blue. And when you throw your dart into that dartboard, you need to feel the resonance of that board as your dart plunges deep into its fibers. I've spent many a month visiting every pub in the region to find the right dartboard, and I think I've found it.
My cousin Gary invited us to his house one afternoon, and he took us to the back garage. And in the garage, he had set up a dartboard. I'd never seen a dartboard my entire life. And Gary said, here are the darts. He explained how to do the game. And he also said, since we're new at it, he let us stand up kind of closer to the dartboard target than you normally would have if you're really truly playing dartboards. I grabbed the first dart I've ever thrown in my entire life, reared back, threw it, and wouldn't you know it, it happened to hit one of the metal rings, ricocheted, bounced back, and landed in my arm. Needless to say, that put an end to the dartboard game for that day.
Well, Mr. Dent, I got a story to tell you. And it all starts with a dartboard. See, I used to own a bar a few years back, Dalton's. The dive bar. Men came in there to get drunk quick. But we had an old dartboard in the back. So one day I decided I'd have a little tournament. Just a couple local boys. A bottle of Jim Beam was the prize. So old Harvey, he was the best darts player around. He was just throwing them straight. That was before he was drinking that much. So we and the boys, we were all having a good time, when suddenly she walks in. She was beautiful, head to toe, every head turned, but she didn't have an eye for that. She just had an eye for that dartboard. She walked over, picked up 3 darts. Her first dart hit the bullseye. Her second dart split the first dart, and her third dart split the second. Every man was looking at her. Beautiful. Everybody was in love with her, myself included. But before we could even ask her her name, she just walks over, picks up that Jim Beam from my hand, looks at me and he says, "Mr. Dalton," she says, and she had a kind of classy English accent of hers. "Your dartboard is crooked." And then she walks out. I never saw her again. So I want you to find her. I want you to find that lady who could hit that dartboard.
Bernardo, when you said we were going to play darts, I didn't quite understand that I was the target. That's like really close to my ear. I mean, you went through the hoop of my hoop earring. This is kind of a weird first date, Bernardo. Yes, you are very good at darts. Yeah. No, you're incredibly clever. But, I mean, as first dates kind of come and go, I really wouldn't put this one right at the top of the list. Maybe next time we could just go bowling? What do you think?
There was an old dartboard at the back of our garage, and we always used to throw it, me and Tommy and Julius, you know, and I just remember, you know, back when I was a little kid, and we just had so much fun. And, you know, so that's why when we moved, you know, I just missed it so much. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Adler. I didn't mean to steal it. I just, you know, I know it belongs to you now. The whole house belongs to you. But, you know, after you foreclosed on us, we didn't get to take anything. And so I just wanted to take something, just like a little...
Joey, we've got to go. We don't own the house anymore.
I know.
I'm sorry, son.
I know, Mom, but I just wanted to take the dartboard. This dartboard, you know, you remember how much we used to play with it?
We've lost everything, lock, stock, and dartboard. It's gone.
So
I'm sorry, honey. Your father's a drunkard and a gambler. What can I tell you? And he gambled it all away.
No.
Some woman at a bar won it all away from us.
But don't you think Mr. Adler could let us keep just a little dartboard, Mom?
Leave it, son.
All right.
Maybe we can, like, shoot rubber bands at something I draw on the sidewalk for you, because we're going to be living on the street now.
Yeah.
Come on, son. Your father's just a ne'er-do-well. What can I tell you?
Here you go, Harvey. Another Jim Beam. You know, you gotta go home sometime.
Lou, when there's no home to go, there's no home to go.
You look, Harvey, your home is your wife and your kid, right? It's not a building, it's a unit of human beings.
Oh, okay. You're right, Lou. You're right.
Look, I know. Have another. I know that you were destroyed inside by being beaten by a woman.
Lou, I was the champion. And she walks in off the street.
Yeah, she kicked your butt. She kicked your butt right from here until Transylvania. But you need to pull yourself together. Listen to me. You have a wife, Stella, right? And a kid, little Tommy.
Yeah.
They're waiting for you.
All right.
I'm not going to be your wife. I'm a man.
All right. You're right, Lou. I'll go right now.
Yeah, get out of Lou's bar. You go.
Oh, there's your drunken father coming home again.
Dad.
Well, coming home more or less since we're living on the streets. How'd you find us? I guess this is the street I told you I'd be on.
There's on Main Street. You said you always wanted to be on Main Street, so
Dad,
found you.
I tried to get that dartboard today.
Yeah.
Back with the one we had at home, when we had a home.
Yeah, I got that for you for your 7th birthday.
Yeah, I know, and you taught me how to play.
Yeah,
and I was-
yeah.
Leave it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let us take it. Mom said
It's gone.
we
Everything's
didn't own
gone.
it anymore.
No. That's ours. That's yours. That's mine. We'll
We're
get
gonna
it
win
back.
it back.
Well, how are we going to get it back, Dad?
You, son. You're our hope. I'm gonna find that woman, and she's gonna teach you how to throw darts. We'll get it all back.
Oh,
It could be you, Tommy.
I'm gonna find that woman.
oh, wow. But we don't even have a dartboard.
We'll.
If I have to, I'll sell my body. I wouldn't mind.
What does that
What-
mean,
wait,
Mom?
Wait.
Just say it.
Wait. There's so many different ways that we could go with this.
Well, don't.
Freeze. It looks like Harvey has a decision point to make here. So he has to decide how he's going to get that dartboard back to his son. That dartboard is the most important thing that he's ever had and that his son has ever had. So he could get his wife to sell her body, or he could go steal it, or he could go beg the owner for it. Those are 3 options. Are there any other options?
Yes, we can find that mysterious woman.
We could find the mysterious
and teach
woman.
our son.
Maybe she has a dartboard. And
She probably has her own
She
dartboard.
probably has her own dartboard.
And she'll teach our son to. That's what. Yeah.
Play darts, yes.
Become
so
the world of
that's 4 options. So maybe there's others you can suggest, but those are at least 4. While you're making that decision, we'll come back and we'll
Excuse
do.
me, Mark, I missed one of those.
Okay.
I have
What do you got?
get his wife to sell her body,
Yep.
steal it, find the woman and have her teach the son.
And then beg the new owner for the dartboard.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So those are 4. And while you're making that decision, we'll present some improvised commercials based on your suggestions.
Do you have cats? I have a whole house full of cats, and I need to scoop a lot of litter. There are many ways to do this, but plastic bags aren't one of them because they don't have them at the store anymore. Another thing you can do is perhaps use a piece of bark or just tip the cat litter out. But this is a problem that has now been solved. We have a new solution. We have a cat box spatula. Whew. This spatula can scoop any kitty poop, any clump of kitty pee, anything that you may find in a cat box without a scent and without a spill. Cat box spatula. We save your litter.
Hey, Johnny.
Oh,
I noticed you've been looking kind of down lately.
yeah, Henry. I just haven't been feeling right.
Yeah, you know what? I discovered something that will cure any unhappiness.
Tell me about it, Henry.
You know, it's called Toothy Grin. You see, when you smile like this, with all your teeth, you can't feel sad. Try it out. Yeah, that's it. Toothy Grin.
I feel better already,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes, and there's a whole foundation just to get people to do a
Toothy Grin.
Evening. It's my favorite time of day. Evenings when everything good happens. Evenings when you sit with your family and have that family dinner together. Evenings when you go out with your beau and you have some fun. Evenings a time for seduction. Evenings a time for the family. Evenings a time for prayers. But you know what? We don't have enough evening. Now, they got this crazy thing called daylight savings time and not daylight savings time, but I think what we ought to do is just stretch out the evening. Like evening could start, and then there could be an hours between 7 and 8, and many more hours between 8 and 9. Your kids could get all their homework done. Evening. We need more evening.
So we were wondering, how will Harvey get the dartboard back? He's going to steal it.
All right, I'll steal it. I'll steal it. I'll get that dartboard back.
Well, you
for
better stay
Dad.
sober if you're going to do that.
All
Give me the Jim Beam. Part with it, Harvey.
right. I'll get that back from you after I steal the dartboard.
All right, Dad, good luck.
That's a good father.
Good luck, Dad.
Good fathers thieve for their sons.
Yeah, you're a good dad.
Oh, Marcus. Oh, I thought I heard something. Oh, nothing here. Nice new house I rented from Mr. Adler. Hold on just a minute.
Honey, the game show on yet?
I was asleep. Yeah, starting in 5 minutes. Thought I heard something.
You know, I thought I heard something too. Maybe
gonna
you
come-
should check it out.
Well, it sounded like it was right here in this room.
Well, then definitely check it out.
Did you put my suit back in the closet?
Yeah,
Nothing
it's all
here.
pressed. Just the way you like it. Is there anything in there?
Must have been a rat.
Well, I'm going to complain to that landlord if we've got rats.
All right. Let me open up this window. Ah! You! Ouch! Who do you think you are?
I'm cleaning the windows, lady. I'm cleaning the windows.
You were spying on me and my wife.
No, I
You guys were lesbians.
oh, God. No. All right. Look, lady. All I
I caught a burglar.
all I want is
Oh, honey.
the dartboard.
I caught a burglar. He was spying on us.
I hate it when they spy on us like that.
It's not that way. It's not that. I'm really a nice
We should
guy.
lock him up.
Boom.
Good plan. We'll stick him in the basement.
No.
Definitely the basement.
Ladies, you can. No.
Down the stairs. Your father hasn't come back.
I know. Mommy,
I thought when he took his Jim Beam away, for sure.
I'm cold.
Well, it's cold
It's
living
hard
on
just
the
to be on here on the
streets.
street like this, you know?
Well, I'm sorry we had to leave your jacket behind too. They said
Thank you.
everything.
Somebody gave us a quarter.
Well, you know, you do look pitiful, and I still think if we could just find that beautiful woman at the bar,
Yeah?
you could win it back for us.
Where would we find her, Mommy?
I'm gonna go talk to the barkeep. Get a good description of her.
Okay. Just
I'm gonna find her.
don't be gone long, Mommy. I'm gonna be lonely here by myself.
We'll just get lots of money while you're sitting here. Huh?
Okay.
Poor boy. Money.
So you wanted a Jim Beam, huh?
You're her, aren't you?
I'm Lou. The barkeep. Look, lady, I'm a man. I've always been a man.
Louis, I know who you are. I know who you are under that fat suit. We went to school together. You're the beautiful woman.
Stella. Oh, all right.
Take it off.
But keep very quiet. I have a bar.
I won't tell anyone.
I have a bar to run here, and people expect a man with some kind of American accent that I think is Brooklyn.
It is some kind of an American accent, and I think it might be Brooklyn. Louis, you still have that body. I know. To run a bar in this city, I understand.
Wait, I need to pull off the face.
You know, when I heard about you, I knew. I knew it was you.
Yes, Stella, it's true. When I found this bar had the absolute perfect dartboard in it. It was a dartboard that I've dreamed of my entire life.
But to sneak out and come back in to win your own Jim Beam, you had everyone fooled.
Well, they say the myth is magic, right? I created a legend right here in my bar with the perfect dartboard, which I discovered, placed on the wall, and then conquered the men using, and then came back. How could it be any more brilliant than that?
And then, I need your help.
What do you want? What do you want?
We've lost everything, and you know that. You know it. We've lost everything.
Because your husband was intimidated by the fact that a woman beat him.
It's true.
Look.
He can't stand up to women. He's never been able to. Fat Lou couldn't have beat him.
Here.
But beautiful Louis, or Lois, you always went by so many different names.
Yes, it's very complicated, isn't it? Chink. All right. I know you're on the street. I know your child is hungry. I'll help you. I'll teach your child. That's what you want, isn't it?
Is it?
Tell me what you want if it's not what you want.
Well, I think you have a decision to make. Because you risk everything if people realize that a woman is running this bar and you help my son. But we're old friends. And an old friend would help an old friend win back the home that a couple of lesbians are now living in, who look remarkably like us. But you could simply say no to everything. Put your fat suit on again and turn your back.
I think it's time for the audience to decide. Do I say yes and help and risk everything? Or do I put my fat suit back on and turn back into Lou? Was there another option?
Well, we'll see what the audience suggests. In the meantime, let's take a commercial break.
Night falls. It's evening time. Moonlight, crickets, beautiful, beautiful lights. Darkness. What lurks in the darkness of evening? What evil lurks? The nightmare on the night train. Nightmare on the night train coming May 1st. Hope you outrun the nightmare on the night train.
Martha, don't do it. Don't delete those cookies.
But I have to, Hannah. It's
No,
the only way to be safe.
cookies are good. Cookies let people know what we really like. Cookies are our friends. Cookies tell them who we are and who we want to be and who we aspire to be. If you just deleted all those cookies, well, you would just be a sheep then. But these cookies, these are your cookies, and these cookies make you unique. What do you say?
I want to be unique.
And aren't these cookies? I mean, look at all of the things you've looked at.
I've looked at cat videos.
You
I've
have?
looked at skiing. I've looked at Harry Potter stories.
Yes,
This is what makes me me.
it is. This is what defines you. Cookies. Cookies are our friends.
Doctors, dentists, nurses, teachers, engineers, all useful, productive professions to which all children should aspire. But there lurks one profession. Children must be protected. Stay out of politics. Politics, the corrupter of children, the nightmare of the evening, the evil of the soul. Please, if you value your children, mothers and fathers, stay out of politics. Let your children grow up
I'm
to be
slinging mud.
cowboys or doctors or lawyers. But for God's sake, stay out of politics.
We were wondering what Lois should do, and she should help her old friend win back the home.
All right, Stella, I'll do it. I'll risk everything. I'll risk my bar. I'll risk my beautiful dartboard. I will risk it all for you,
For our friendship.
for our friendship.
And you're not afraid. I mean,
I am afraid. I've been hiding inside this very fat suit for 7 years now. Now I have to step out into the light with this
Gorgeous
elegant
body.
yet defenseless body. Oh, Stella, you must be a friend to me again.
oh, I will be. And actually, could I bring my son and could we sleep on the floor of your bar? We haven't got a place to live. While you teach him everything you
course.
know.
Of course, Stella.
I'm gonna go get him right now. You're a brave woman. Women.
So you're saying that you are a drunk husband who is trying to steal back a dartboard from our house that we're renting? Did you hear that, Tiffany?
That's all I am. I'm nothing.
So why weren't you with your wife? Why are you stealing back a dartboard? What kind of a stupid idea is that?
It's a special present I got for my boy Tommy for his 7th birthday. I was just trying to get it back.
Oh, yeah. It's the 7th birthday story.
Oh, God.
God, how many times have we heard that?
You know, Tiffany, what if he's telling the truth?
I'm telling the truth.
Drunk husbands never tell the truth.
I'm telling the truth.
Look, I know you had a really bad experience, but what if he is? I mean, that would mean that stealing the dartboard was a gesture from the heart.
It's from the heart. It really is. All I want is the dartboard. And I'll leave you. I promise I won't tell anybody.
Then why were you creeping around? Why didn't you just come to the front door and ask for the dartboard?
Well, Tiffany, I mean, come on. It's not like we would have trusted a man in the middle of the night banging on our door. Come on, you know what you're like. Your husband has scarred you forever.
I do keep the shotgun handy, don't I?
I say we give it to him.
Just give it to him?
Well, we can't keep him chained up in the basement.
I kind of like it. It's,
God, I won't say anything.
you think?
I won't say anything.
I do it for you, but not for him. I don't do anything for men.
All right, do it for her.
All right, mister. We'll give you the dartboard.
Oh, thank you. God,
No more drinking.
no more drinking. I've changed my way. I won't do it anymore. I promise I won't.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Well, I got the 14 and the 7 and the 2.
Well, that's not bad, Tommy. One has to aim for the very center, though.
Yeah.
Tommy, I detect about you a certain unfocus.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm afraid for my dad, and also, you know, I mean, the darts, it's fine to, you're really nice and everything, but the reason I loved darts so much was I used to play them with my friends and my dad back in the old house when we had a home. So I don't know if I'm really that good or if I can really, you know.
Look, kid, let me tell you a story. When I was a little girl, I lived in London, and I'll give you a dart to hold.
All right.
I lived in London, and the way that I would spend my days was by going with my friends down to the end of an alley where we would draw a little dartboard with chalk on the bricks. And then we would sit there with little twigs and we would throw it at that dartboard. We didn't do it because we were good. We did it because it took our mind off of all the terrible things in our lives.
Really? You had
Yes.
terrible things in your life?
Oh, goodness, yes. There's no grass anywhere in London. My
but-
parents were at work all day.
But you're beautiful, and you have this bar and everything.
Oh, you should have seen me when I was 12.
Really?
I was like a little rat.
Really?
Yes. And I have a bar because I practiced darts. And that's what you need to do. You need to use the dart to take all of the troubles of your life and burn them away like a supernova.
Okay.
Imagine that wall is a trouble in your life and spear it. Yes! Bravo! Bravo! Supernova!
Bullseye.
High five!
Lois. Lois. Come sit. His father's back.
He returned, did he? He might have a bit of a shock, you know.
Well, I thought I would prepare you. I don't know if you want to greet him, how you want to greet him, but
He wants to come inside the bar.
Oh, no.
I don't know if it's a good idea or not. On the one hand, I know his son misses him, and
You do
but
realize...
he's a drunk.
But you also realize I destroyed him. Not only did I destroy him, I've also been listening to his confessions.
You are a devious bitch, aren't you? Oh,
I'm glad you like it.
I just always have loved that about you. You. Oh, anyway, but he is my husband, and it was cruel of you because we did lose our house, and I should be angry at you, but you are so beautiful and witty.
Well,
Yeah.
it's all a little complicated for me. I just won a match and then put on a fat suit, and that's all I've done really since then.
Yes.
But yes, I should meet him.
So I'm going to let him into the bar. I know his son does love him. I don't know why, but
That makes it sound like you don't love him.
well, he's been drinking for the last 15 years. It's been difficult. But I want him, I'm going to leave. I'm going to open the door.
How should I greet him? Should I appear as myself or
As Lou.
as Lou? Why don't we let the audience decide? Do I appear as myself, or do I put on a fat suit and surprise him? While you decide, we'll go to a commercial break.
Probably a quick one.
Yeah, surely betcha. Kiva cakes.
Oh.
Kiva cakes. The sweetest, most delightest, most delectable export that we have from Sweden.
Ah. Kiva cakes.
Sweet, moist. Comes in vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry.
A Swedish delicacy.
Kiva.
Kiva cakes
Kiva cakes.
from Sweden. My name is William. William Williams. I founded a company with my own two hands. Brick by brick, I built that company. It's a construction company. So I physically built the building that housed the company because that's what we're like at Williams. So I'm asking you to trust me to build your home. Brick by brick, I'll build it. We only build in bricks because that's what we're like as a company. Williams Construction. Brick by brick.
There's no home like a Williams home.
We were wondering how Lou was going to greet him, and she's going to do it in the fat suit as Lou.
I think I should put on my fat suit. It will be less of a shock if I surprise him.
Okay, I think you know best. And I don't think he could resist that gorgeous body, so I think I'm happier this way.
I'll have to take it off, you know, in order to tell him properly.
Well, let's see how he takes it, little by little. Don't shock him, he's got a weak heart.
All right.
Want to get the mask on? God, you are an ugly man and a beautiful woman. It's an interesting thing. I'm going to go open the door. Let him in.
I'm ready.
Okay, you can come in.
Lou,
Welcome
I
back.
got it. I got the dartboard.
This was your one hope.
My boy's going to be so happy.
Lou, look, I gotta tell you something. I'm not who you think I am.
Oh,
You know what you think I am? Say it.
Lou.
No, say what you think I am.
I've learned, I know, because I'm not who I think I am either. I'm going to be a good man now. I learned, and everything that you've seen of me, that's all gone. It's all gone. I'm going to be the father that my Tommy boy needs, and I'm going to be the husband that Stella deserves. And I owe it all to this, and to you, and to here. Everything I'm going to become is because of you. Thank you. Thank you.
Look. Now do you recognize me?
What? You're, oh my, oh.
Now are you happy to be here?
No, I can't. You're the one,
I'm the one who kicked your butt.
you're the one who started me down that dark path, and
And I was Lou all along. It's true.
oh, no.
Come, wait. Wait. I did this for a reason. I did this to teach your son how to be a player, how to be a darts player. I did this at your wife's behest. All those years as Lou, when you told me everything when you were drunk, when all the stories came out and your guts were spilt across my bar, especially the ones about me and how I ruined your life. I may have been inside a fat suit, but my heart was with you. I'm on your side.
I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to think.
Look, you have your dartboard. Your son can play darts. Now is the time to clear away all of the bad things and focus. Be a supernova.
I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think.
Sit down, honey. Come on. Now, I understand that you were once the greatest dart player in this tiny little small town we live in.
I was the greatest.
You were.
I was the greatest.
And I understand that you were teaching our son, and you wanted him to be the greatest dart player.
He and his friends were going to be.
But what else were you teaching him? You were teaching him not to have any respect for women. Isn't that true? Our son was going to grow up to be just like you.
You're right. You're right. all of the things that I thought I knew, they're wrong. Now I know what I have to do. And Tommy's he's gonna be the greatest dart player, and
if a
he's
woman,
gonna be,
and if a beautiful woman comes up and says, I want to challenge you in a game of darts, what's our son going to say?
he's gonna respect her.
Say it again. Respect.
He's gonna respect her as
It's very good.
the challenger that she is, and treat her and
And then, what
all women.
and then what's he going to do? He's going to
He's gonna
win.
He's gonna win.
He's going to win.
He's gonna win.
Woman or man,
It doesn't matter.
he's going to win.
But he's gonna win it with respect
Oh, he's going to respect her as he takes her down.
and honor.
He's taking Lewis down.
So, my 5th year. A little better than when I started, huh?
Yes, you're quite spectacular now, Tommy. No longer 12 years old either. You're a good 17.
You know that triple bullseye you got
Yes,
that devastated my dad?
yes.
I just got it last week.
You got it. You know, I think you could beat me now, almost.
You think so?
Yes, you want to try?
One match.
One match, here in the pub, in front of everybody.
And the prize?
A bottle of Jim Beam.
All right. Let's do it.
If he beats you, we can have the house. Say it.
You're right, I was a front for Mr. Adler.
I know your ways.
Well, I like to win. But what about you and your husband? It's been 5 years now, and your husband has been sober the whole time. And he hasn't approached me in any way. He's been completely faithful.
And he's so dull, and you've been completely faithful. What else could my son win?
What do you want?
Oh, you know what I want, Lois. I want to know your name once and for all.
In female form, you can call me Lois.
But mostly I want that house. And I think my son can win it. He's not afraid of women. He's not intimidated by women. He respects women enough to beat them at their own game.
All right, as well as the Jim Beam, then, we will put the house on the line. I will dispense with Mr. Adler, and I will dispense with the 2 women who are living in there, and the house will be yours again. None of them will be happy, but if it will make you happy, then
It
very
will.
well.
Let the games begin.
Let them.
All right, Tommy. I'm proud of you.
All right, Dad. I can do it. I can do it. I can get the house back. You're in my mind, Dad. You know, she was the great teacher, but you were my first teacher.
Just all you have to do is just concentrate. And
All right.
Tommy,
Yeah.
when you finally go toe to toe remember, I want you to win with honor and with respect.
All right, Dad.
Honor and respect your opponent.
Honor and respect.
And win.
And win. I think they're calling us, Dad. All right. Lois, you go first.
I may have trained you, but I do want that house. It's been quite a cash cow.
Oh.
Bullseye.
Oh, she split it.
Split bullseye. Triple split bullseye.
We believe in you, son.
All right.
He split her splits.
A quadruple split.
Oh my God.
Quintuple split.
Once more.
Tommy.
For you, Dad.
Honor.
And for you, Lois.
Honor and respect. Honor and respect.
I respect you.
Respect her enough to beat her.
I may have lost the house, but I have won the best pupil a woman could hope for.
And I've gained the best son, and possibly the worst husband, but the very best son. And the best friend.
We're back. Let's go back home now.
Let's go. We'll go.
All right. Thank you, everyone. That was our show.
Thank you.
Thank you to the Media Center. Thank you to Kate, to Will on lights, to David on music. Thank you to you, the audience, for all your suggestions, and to all the crew here at the Media Center. If you liked what you saw, subscribe to our mailing list, and you can catch us on YouTube at Peninsulators. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.